Hi guys, welcome to Bookish Shayla. Today we are doing a layout for Rediscover Your Stash. Every month we have a new prompt, and today's prompt is, or this month's prompt is flowers. So I'm going to do a layout using some flowers, but then I have had a really good month of using flowers. So I thought I would pull out some of my other layouts and just show you some different ways that I've used them and show you some different flowers that I've had in my stash. This is also for How to Kill a Kit with Style and May I Scraplift You. So I'm killing a whole bunch of birds with one stone, or one layout as it may be. So today I am lifting M_Sweetman. This is the layout I picked. Now I think this is actually a travel notebook or something like that. And so, but I'm just going to kind of put it together and use the idea of it. I will say I picked it because of the big cut file. I'm really trying to use some of my cut files in my stash because I keep buying them and I tend to just stick them away and don't use them. So I'm trying to remedy that. So this is what I'm going to do. I have this what's it called? Collection from Close to My Heart, which is what I use for my How to Kill a Kit with Style. This is a collection called Sangria. It is not my favorite collection from Close to My Heart. In fact, I probably will not kill it because I had so much of it because I just haven't ever used it. But then I also have this fun cut file from Pear Tree Cut Files. I buy pre-cut cut files because I don't have a way to cut them. I have a very old Cricut, but it's not one that can hook up to the internet and download stuff. And to tell you the truth, I know it would save me money in the long run, don't get me wrong, but that's just not something that I enjoy doing. I don't really like using the Cricut that I have. It tends to just be a bother for me. I see what other people can do with a Cricut and I'm amazed, but it's just not something that I like to do. So this is the picture I am scrapbooking. This is my husband and my son. We were playing a game at Christmas, and that's my mother-in-law. And so fun for all the family, I thought would be a fun title for this picture. Now, as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of pattern paper on here. That is because, actually, you know what? I don't know. Let me see something. I don't, for two reasons. One, I'm kind of done with this collection. Like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of it anyway. And so, what if I did that instead? I don't really like this paper behind it. So I have two full sheets left. I have this one, which is an ombre, and I have this one, which is just purple. On the other side, I have chevron. You know what? I kind of like the chevron now that I see it like that. What's on the other side of this one? The floral. I think I'm going to use the chevron. Okay, so, and then I have a piece of cardstock, and then instead of this being in the middle, I am just going to put it on the side here where my picture is going to go, because in the middle, it just made it weird with the cut file. Now, I have taken the letters that were in the middle, and I've used some of the pattern paper with it to trace them and put them on here. So I'm going to go do that. I also have some flair because that is was last week's, by the time you see this, it's last week's product focus. I have a it was an embroidery thread case that had a whole bunch of flair that I've gotten just like singles like this instead of the collections that I usually get from Scrap and Happy Studio. This is when I first started getting flair. And so I'm really trying to use some of that up this week since that's my product focus. So I have those. And then I have these little birdie flowers. So let me glue all this down, see what else if there's anything else I want to pull, and I will be back. So here is my final layout. I put the middles in my cut file. I pulled out some of those flowers and I just did some little clusters, and I added the couple of flair. It is not glued down. I didn't figure you guys wanted to watch me. Now, I did just notice one thing. They had a big tag, so I think I will add that. So let me look at my scraps here. And I am correct, I am not going to get this kit killed. There is going to be one piece of paper left. So, but that is fine. Let me cut this down to about a 3.5. Let me use my handy dandy tag makers. If you have not ever seen this, this is by a store. It's an online store called Spectrum Arts Creations. I think that's what it's called. And they have these cool little things to help you do tags. So, and they're a lot of fun. So I'm going to put this down. Let me ink it. Maybe. Like I said, those were not glued down, so that's not a big deal. And then I have these gems that I'm going to use as my, instead of making a tag hole because I'm lazy and I don't want to. At least I'm honest. Like that. All right, so that is going to do it for this page. Like I said, I am going to glue everything down and there will be a still shot at the end, but that is this page. Here's the one I'm lifting. You can definitely see the similarity, even though they're not exact. Now, I wanted to show you some other pages that I've done this month using flowers because it was one of my weekly product focuses, so I have quite a few. So using the same How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, I did this one with some flowers here. It was a Scraplift Crafternoon. So there's that one. This was also for a How to Kill a Kit with Style, but it was a different kit. This was a Scraplift from Paper Issues. And this is gold, so I know it's glaring. But as you can see, just some pretty flowers around it. This has a video. This one does not. This is a picture of the female sponsors at Disney. We were there during the Flower and Garden Festival, so we took a picture with Miss Piggy. Here is another one. This is for 12 Days of Spring Scrap Lift over at Scrap Squad. That's my daughter. Again, just some flowers around. This does not have a process video. Here's this one. It was day 4 of May I Scraplift You. That's the one I'm scrap lifting. This is my son and his date to prom his senior year. This one, I love this one. Actually, I really love all of them. I like that one too. I love flowers. This one was from May I Scraplift You Day 5, Tisa Brown. This is what I did, just a whole little border of flowers. This does not have a video. This is a Mix It Up Monday plus 52 favorite everyday photos. This does have a video. And again, just some little flower clusters. This is from, it's a Scrap Squad Scraplift number 16 from May 2nd. And this is for Rainbow Crush. Our color was purple. Bunch of flowers. This is my daughter's prom. This does not have a process video. I used a Sketches in Time from February and just did some flowers in my clusters. This is my niece's wedding shower, and here's a companion page, same collection, and this is a paper issue sketch and the same flowers. So there are some different ideas of how you can use flowers. I love flowers. I try to use them a lot. But yeah, so like I said, there will be a still shot of this at the end. Thank you so much for joining me. Go check out everybody else that plays along with Rediscover Your Stash and with How to Kill a Kit with Style. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.